Have you ever felt that moment right before dawn, when everything is still, when the world is asleep, and the air itself feels alive with potential? That silence is not empty. It's full of truth. The kind of truth you can't hear when notifications are buzzing, when the world is loud, when everyone's running, but no one's really moving. That silence, that pause between night and day, is where greatness begins. See, every morning life gives you a choice. Will you control the day? Or will the day control you? And most people, they don't realize how powerful that first choice really is. The alarm rings. That's the battle. That's not just an alarm. It's a question. A test of self-mastery. Will you listen to comfort, or will you listen to commitment? When you wake up early, before the world does, you are not just starting your day. You're declaring, I'm in charge. You're sending a message to your mind that says, I choose growth over comfort. Because comfort doesn't build empires. Comfort builds regret. And if you keep hitting snooze on your alarm, you're not just delaying a wake-up, you're delaying your destiny. Do you know why the most successful people on earth, from CEOs to artists to athletes, guard their mornings like sacred ground? Because the first hour decides the rest of your day. And the days, stacked together, decide your life. The world is chaotic, but the morning is your fortress. It's your time to breathe before the noise starts. It's your time to plan before the pressure hits. It's your time to move, to think, to become. In those first hours, your thoughts are pure. Your energy is unpolluted. Your focus belongs to you, not the world. And that's where transformation begins, not in big decisions, not in sudden miracles, but in quiet consistency. The world doesn't see you at 5 a.m., but that's the moment your future self is born. The version of you who achieves, inspires, and leads. That version begins in the dark when everyone else is asleep. So remember this. Every sunrise is a new contract between you and your destiny. How you start it decides how it ends. Wake with purpose, move with power, and live with intention. Because the morning doesn't just build your day, it builds you. Part 2. The War Within. There are two voices inside you. One whispers, stay in bed, you deserve rest. The other whispers, get up, you deserve progress. Every morning, these two voices fight for control, and the one you listen to becomes your life. This is not about waking up early. This is about self-control. The rarest, most powerful skill in the world. You can master money. You can master business. You can master technology. But if you can't master yourself, you will always be a slave to your impulses. Think about it. Every morning, your mind performs the same ritual. Your body says, no. Your brain says, yes. When you overcome that resistance, even once, you're not just waking up, you're rewiring your brain for discipline. Neuroscientists call this neural adaptation. It means every time you win a small battle, you strengthen the circuit that controls your future. Every time you hit snooze, that same circuit weakens. It's that simple. Each decision is like a vote. You're voting for the kind of person you want to become. You don't need motivation every day, you need proof. Proof that you can win even the smallest battle against your weaker self. And waking up early is that proof. Remember, motivation fades. Discipline lasts. Motivation is emotion. Discipline is identity. When you get up at 5 a.m., you're not doing it for the world to see. You're doing it to tell yourself, I keep my word. That's how confidence is built, not from praise, but from promises kept. And once you start keeping promises to yourself, you become unstoppable. You want to know the secret of powerful people? They don't wait for the right mood. They act their way into the right mood. They understand that feelings follow actions, not the other way around. So stop waiting to feel ready. Get up, show up, and then your feelings will align. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is taking action despite fear. So when that alarm rings tomorrow morning, don't think, move. Because the first 5 seconds after waking are the most powerful 5 seconds of your day. If you don't act fast, your brain will talk you out of greatness. When you push through the resistance, you'll notice something miraculous. The fear, the laziness, the excuses, they fade. And what's left is momentum. Momentum is like gravity. Once it starts pulling you forward, you don't have to push as hard anymore. The hardest part is the beginning, but that's also where champions are forged. Part 3. The science of stillness and focus. Have you ever wondered why the best ideas come in the shower or during a morning walk or in silence? Because your mind is finally free from noise. The human brain needs solitude to connect ideas. When you give yourself the gift of stillness, you open the doors to creativity and clarity. That's why morning time is sacred. In the early hours, the world hasn't poured its chaos into you yet. No messages, no meetings, no noise. It's just you and your thoughts. And those thoughts are powerful. When you start your morning right, with silence, movement, or reflection, you prime your brain for the entire day. Science calls this the cortisol awakening response. It's the natural surge of alertness your body gives you right after waking. If you align with it, by moving, breathing, reflecting, you use that surge to focus. If you fight it, by scrolling or rushing, you waste it. Let's go deeper. Your morning is a message to your subconscious. If you start it with chaos, your brain learns to expect chaos. If you start it with calm, your brain learns to find calm in chaos. That's why great leaders meditate, athletes visualize, and creators journal. Not because it looks cool, but because it rewires the mind for strength. When you wake up early, you gift yourself the 3 rarest things in modern life. Clarity. You think deeper because distractions are low. Direction. You plan before the world interrupts you. Control. You lead your day instead of chasing it. And when you lead your day, your life follows. You see, every morning is like a blank canvas. Some people wake and paint with chaos, rushing, scrolling, worrying. Others paint with purpose, breathing, reading, reflecting. One creates stress, the other creates success. You can't control every event in your day, but you can always control how you begin it. And beginnings matter, because your morning decides your mindset, and your mindset decides your destiny. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for your phone, reach for yourself. Before you open messages, open your mind. Before you react, reflect. That small difference, just 30 minutes of mindful control, can transform the next 30 years of your life. Because discipline doesn't demand perfection, it demands presence. The power of the morning is not in how early you wake up. It's in how awake you are to your own life. Every sunrise whispers a reminder. You are given one more chance, one more day, one more opportunity to grow, to build, to become. Don't waste it in distraction. Don't bury it in laziness. Don't surrender it to excuses. Use it, shape it, own it. Because the sun doesn't rise for everyone equally. It rises for the ones who are ready. So when the next dawn comes, be ready, be awake, be unstoppable, because when you win the morning, you win your life. Part 4. The Man Who Forgot the Sun. Let me tell you a story about a man named Aaron. Aaron was once full of dreams. He wanted to build a business, write a book, and live with passion. But years went by, and those dreams began to fade. Not because he was lazy, not because he didn't care, but because life got loud. Every morning, Aaron would wake up late, rushing to work, scrolling through notifications, answering everyone but himself. He was awake, but not alive. He was busy, but not productive. He was connected to the world, but disconnected from his soul. One morning, something broke. He looked in the mirror and saw someone tired, not from working too much, but from living too little. He whispered to himself, "I used to have fire. Where did it go?" And then, by chance or fate, he came across an old quote: "If you win the morning, you win the day. If you win enough days, you win your life." It hit him hard. He decided to try something different, to wake up before the world did, to reclaim that lost hour that used to belong to his dreams. The first morning, it felt impossible. His body screamed for comfort. His mind begged for sleep. But he remembered this: change begins the moment you stop negotiating with your excuses. He got up. He didn't know what to do, so he walked. Just walked. The air was cold, the streets were quiet, and for the first time in years, he could hear his own thoughts again. In that silence, something inside him woke up too. Not motivation, not energy, but clarity. He realized his problem wasn't lack of time, it was lack of ownership. So he made a promise: to build his mornings like a ritual, to turn that first hour into a weapon. And slowly, life began to change. By week 2, he wasn't the same man anymore. He felt alive, focused, free. The mornings stopped being a chore. They became a ceremony. And that ceremony gave birth to the man he was always meant to be. Part 5, the 20-20-20 formula, the Warrior's Hour. What Aaron discovered wasn't new, but it was powerful. He followed what the world's top performers call the 20-20-20 formula, a formula designed to rewire your body, ignite your brain, and prepare your soul, all before the world wakes up. The first 20 minutes, move. The moment you wake, your body is still asleep. So move, not to look good, but to feel alive. Stretch, run, do push-ups, dance if you must, but move. Because motion creates emotion. When you sweat, you release dopamine, serotonin, endorphins, the natural drugs of confidence. You're telling your brain, I'm awake, I'm ready, I'm alive, and that feeling becomes your fuel. The next 20 minutes, reflect. Now that your body is awake, awaken your mind. Sit in silence, meditate, write in your journal, read something that feeds your soul. Ask yourself, what do I want from today? Who do I want to be? How can I serve, not just survive? This is the part most people skip, but it's the most powerful, because reflection turns movement into direction. Without reflection, you're just running fast in circles. With reflection, you run toward purpose. The final 20 minutes, grow. Now, feed your mind. Read something great. Listen to a podcast. Study your craft. Feed yourself knowledge before the world feeds you noise. Because your mind is like a garden. If you don't plant flowers in the morning, weeds will grow by afternoon. Every great thinker, every leader, every creator has one thing in common. They start their day by feeding their growth. That's the 20-20-20 formula. Simple, powerful, transformative. And the truth is, you don't need to wake up at 4 a.m. to use it. You just need to wake up before the world steals your focus. You don't rise early to impress anyone. You rise early to impress yourself. Because when you conquer your morning, you prove that your mind commands your body, your vision commands your schedule, and your purpose commands your day. Part 6. The 21-day Rebirth Challenge transformation doesn't happen in a day, but it does happen daily. Science says it takes 21 days to form a habit, but it takes only one decision to start. So here it is, the 21-day Rebirth Challenge. For the next 21 days, you don't just wake up early, you rebuild yourself. Day 1 to 7, the battle of resistance. You will hate it. You will feel tired. You will want to quit. Good. That's the sign you're breaking old programming. Every time you wake up early, you're teaching your mind who's in control. You're no longer a slave to comfort. You're becoming the master of your own will. Day 8 to 14, the phase of energy. Your body begins to adapt. Your mind sharpens. You start feeling the peace in the quiet, the power in the stillness. You'll begin to notice something magical. Time slows down. You think deeper. You plan better. You breathe easier. That's because you're no longer reacting. you're creating. Day 15 to 21. The awakening. By now, waking up early isn't punishment, it's power. You'll notice your thoughts change, your emotions stabilize, your confidence grows. You'll realize the greatest addiction in the world isn't caffeine, social media, or validation. It's growth. Once you taste progress, you can't go back to stagnation. The final day comes. You stand before the mirror and you see someone new. Not because you've changed your schedule, but because you've changed your story. You no longer ask, "Can I?" You say, "I already am." That's the power of mornings. That's the power of ownership. Each sunrise is a second chance. Each morning is a message. Start again. Begin anew. Reclaim your fire. Don't waste your life waiting for motivation. Create momentum. Don't chase discipline. Build systems. Don't seek change. Be the change every single dawn. Because when the world sleeps and you rise, you're not just waking up, you're rising above. So tomorrow, when the alarm rings, don't think twice. Get up, because greatness doesn't sleep in, and destiny waits for no one. When you win the morning, you win your life. The Fastly Learn.